Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Mariana. If you're new, welcome. I post videos on beauty, lifestyles, and art. If you're interested in this kind of content, make sure to check my other videos and also subscribe because this month I'll be posting every day. Today is Tuesday and it is the second day of back to college, and I only had 2 classes so far on Monday and Tuesday together because usually my semester starts really slowly because my teachers are still traveling or they are in congress or they are still having meetings. So it usually starts slow, but this semester I decided to really focus on my studies and also my YouTube channel. So I wanted to share with you how you can plan your study routine in an effective manner, and also how you can make a routine that works with your studying and also with your lifestyle. So that's what I want to share with you today. Just so you know, I can choose my own classes in college. So I chose mostly classes during the mornings. So usually it starts at 8 and ends at 12 o'clock, and then I have lunch there. So I come back home at around 1 p.m. But I have classes till 3 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I don't have a free afternoon these days. Anyway, I just wanted to share my routine plan and how you can build your own routine in an effective way. Let's get started. Okay guys, so for this tutorial, you'll be needing a planner. You can use a bullet journal like this one I'm gonna use. If you want to check out my March setup for this bullet journal, I'll have it linked down below and also up here. And you can either use a bullet journal or just a blank sheet of paper or an old notebook, anything you would like. And I'm also going to use some sticky notes like these ones. These are not plastic, these are not the plastic ones, these are the paper ones, because when I make my planners, I usually prefer to go ahead and make the separations like this, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and stick one of these little sticky notes to plan each hour of the day. This way you can change your routine as you wish, and also if you need to do something a specific day, you can go ahead and put it in your planner. I just find it looks better and it's easier to change. If you don't have sticky notes, you can just write on a blank sheet of paper. Again, it depends on how you like to do things. I like to do things this way, that's why I'm using these. So let's jump right into it. The first tip I give everyone when they want to create a routine for their life is to actually only include Mondays until Fridays in your routines, because you need some time for yourself and to take care of yourself and to have fun. So weekends should be free and you should be able to do whatever you want to do in your weekends. And I usually go for a routine and a plan where I do everything during the days of the week, and then on the weekends I just relax and have fun and do whatever I want to do. This way you'll have a more productive and happier routine for yourself. Since I'm gonna use my bullet journal, I'm first going to see the distance of each sticky note. This way I can make sure that I'm gonna put the days correctly. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put this over here because we still need a column to put the hours and the time we want to do each activity. So it's important to have a column free, which will be this one, and then the rest you can use as the weekdays, which will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And again, weekends have to be free. Next up, you have to decide which hours you want to plan your day. At what time are you going to wake up and what time do you want to go to sleep? I usually prefer to wake up earlier and go to sleep earlier. This way I feel a bit more productive, and in the morning here is not as hot as in the afternoon, so it's easier to work and I don't know, I just feel better in the morning. So I'm gonna put from 7 o'clock to 10 p.m. and this makes for 15 hours of work that I'm gonna do or stuff I'm gonna organize. And also this leaves from 24 hours, this leaves 9 hours to either sleep or read or do anything I want to do. And usually it's good to have 8 hours of sleep. If you have more than that, you feel tired, and if you have less than that, you might also feel tired. Some people are okay with sleeping only 6 hours, so 6 to 8 is a great amount of time to sleep. I usually go for 8 because I feel very tired and I need energy, so I tend to sleep more than 6 hours. Just decide the time you want to put your effort into organizing, and also leave some time for you to sleep and also to relax. Another thing to have an effective and successful routine is to set the things you want to do. So for example, I want to do exercises and I want to study. I want to tan a little bit at the beach, so I'm gonna put beach here. And what else? I also want to read. And there's also the basic stuff, which will be called the habits. Healthy habits you want to have and you're trying to obtain, such as brushing your teeth after every meal, taking a bath at a specific time, like at night or in the morning, washing your hair, and goes on. These are habits and they tend to take less time than other things like exercise, study, and things like that. But if you want to have them in your plan, that's okay. That works great. And you should do that if you feel like you need it. But one of the things that most people do when they are trying to create a new habit or trying to plan and organize their time is to actually, for example, actually do too much of something or try to do too much of something. So for example, if I wanted to do exercises and I'm not doing any exercises right now, so for example, I start from zero, I don't do exercises any days of the week, and then suddenly I want to do it every day of every week. That's probably not gonna work out because we tend to have a resistance in big changes. So if you change, for example, from 0 exercises in a week to 2 exercises in a week, this will be a change that you can make more easily than actually going from 0 to 5 times a week. So for the first month, try to go slow, even though you really want to do exercises every day of the week. Try going slow for the first 2 to 3 months so you get used to the routines. Next up is the planning. This bullet journal page has 40 rows, 40 lines actually, and since I chose to organize and plan 15 hours of my day and each hour takes 2 spaces, I need 30 spaces for my hours, and I'm still having 10 spaces left, which will be used to put the title and also the weekdays and stuff like that. So plan ahead the layout before you start. This really helps and it avoids you making mistakes. And after you're done with that, we can go ahead and start actually doing the plan. One tip I give you is to actually start with a pencil before going for the pen. This way you won't have to go over with a line or start over your plan, and also you can erase any mistakes or anything you don't want anymore. And overall it's just easier to go over with pen after. Also use a ruler. Rulers are our friends and they are really helpful, and it just makes everything look so much better and professional. So grab rulers and grab a pencil and eraser and let's get started. the next step is to go ahead and put the classes you have, or if you have a job, the time you're working. So basically things you have to go or you have to do. And for example, I have classes in the morning, so my mornings will be filled with all my classes. And also I have some classes in the afternoon on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I'll be also adding these. After putting the sticky notes on the times you need to work or study or actually go to class, you can put the names of each class, or if you work your workspace, into the sticky notes. And I use different colors for each class because I think it looks better this way. But remember, if you have few colors like here, you'll only have these options to put your other activities you want to do. For example, exercising or taking a bath or brushing your hair or anything like that. So if you want to choose a color for a specific type of activity, like green for exercise, blue for drinking water, yellow for studying, you can do that as well. I just chose to do this way because I think it looks better. When doing this, don't worry too much about if it's looking perfect or not, because this is for a more productive lifestyle. So you just need it to be practical, not perfect. So remember that when making this. Now that we are done with the things we actually need to do, like classes and work, we can go ahead and start planning the activities we want to include in our routines. So I want to actually put yoga into my routine, and I also want to put some exercises. I want to go to the beach more, and I also want to study, do capoeira, which is a martial art typical here in Brazil, and I also want to spend time with my boyfriend. So these are some things I want to do. Yoga I want to do at least 3 times a week. Exercises can be 2 times a week. Going to the beach can be 2 times a week as well. Studying, I think I would want at least 4 times a week. Capoeira is gonna be 2 times a week, and my boyfriend, I see him every day, so he's gonna have every day for me. I forgot to add 2 very important activities I want to include in my routines, which are filming videos and also editing videos. Because YouTube has become a very important part of my life, and I want to keep improving my skills and also sharing with you all that I know and all that I learn. So filming, I think I'm gonna put at least 3 times a week, and editing, I think 4 times a week. Okay guys, so let's start planning. First, I can see that here on Tuesday and Thursdays I have my mornings free from 8 to 7 till 10. Okay guys, I just noticed a little mistake here. I forgot to add 9 to 10. Instead I put 10 to 11. So the timetable is kind of wrong. I'm just gonna fix it really quickly and I'll be back. Okay guys, so now everything is in the correct place and the time is also correct. So just going back to what I was saying before, Tuesday and Thursdays I have some free times in the morning, and from 9 to 10 I actually spend time working on getting ready to go to college and actually going to college. It usually takes me half an hour to get to college, and I usually go by bike, so I have to get ready. So this time here is not gonna be used for anything, and I have 2 hours in the morning to do something. So what I'm gonna do is add yoga, which I want to do 3 times a week here, or maybe no, actually what I'm gonna do is put exercises and yoga here, which often come together and end up being 1 hour. So from 7 to 8 I'm gonna go ahead and add exercise here as well as yoga. And I also want to add on Tuesdays and Thursdays another activity about exercise, which is capoeira, because I know I'm gonna take capoeira classes and they start at 8 in the night and they finish at 9:30. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add these two here as well. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and add another one from 9 to 10, because even though it finishes at 9:30, I still have the time to get back to my house and take a bath, so it's probably gonna be half an hour. And one thing you can already see by doing this is that I have exercises twice on the same days. So even though I really would like to do yoga and exercises in the mornings of Tuesday and Thursdays, this is not the best day because I'll do exercises later. So these one are probably gonna go right here on Monday. And also on Wednesday. Since my mornings here on Tuesday and Thursdays are still free, I think what I'm gonna add are 2 study sessions, 1 hour each in the morning. So from 7 to 8 I'm gonna put 1 study section, and then from 8 to 9 another study session. And the same goes for Thursday. You can see that by doing this, it's not so simple to actually plan your week and make a routine for your weekdays. It's actually something very hard because you have to take into account different activities and also duties. One important thing you need to do when planning your routine is to actually think about the places you are and where you have to go in order to do a certain activity. For example, when I'm in class on Mondays morning, I have to go back to my house after lunch to do yoga and exercise. However, if I stay there for another hour or 2, I can actually make a study session here and stay at college, and then after that I can go back to my house and do yoga and exercises. One important thing is also, for me, for example, I need to film a couple of YouTube videos and I need daylight for that. So I need some afternoons to film my videos. So I have to make sure I am back in my house to film these videos while it's still daylight. Thinking about that, what I'm actually going to do is to change the yoga and exercises into 9 to 10 p.m. This way I'll relax after exercising, and I will also feel a little bit more tired at night, which will allow me to sleep earlier. And also after that, I can go ahead and take a bath and prepare to sleep. Since I said I wanted to make yoga and exercises 3 times a week, I'm gonna add another yoga session here on Friday. So every night I'll have some exercises to do, which again make a better routine because your body gets used to doing exercises at night, and your mind also gets used to relaxing and feeling tired at night. Since I have the afternoons free here on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, what I'm gonna create is a study session after my classes. This way I have study time in college instead of going back to my house and feeling distracted. And I'm also going to add the study sessions on Wednesday and also Friday. Like I said before, one important thing you have to consider is the time what you're gonna take to go from one place to another. So I'll be at college until this time, which will be around 2:30 or 3 o'clock, and I'm going to go back home, and it usually takes half an hour. So I have to make some time for actually getting back home, so I cannot put an entire activity on this spot if I'm not sure if I'm gonna go back 2:30 or 3 o'clock. So what I suggest is actually leaving college at 2:30 and arriving home at 3. This way you have a specific time to start the next activity instead of half the time. Now for the afternoon, I actually need to film videos. So this is the activity I'm gonna put every afternoon, and this usually takes about 1 to 2 hours, and that's the time I'm gonna leave for that. So 1 to 2 hours I'm gonna film my videos every day, and I'll use this routine for March because this month I'll be posting every single day, and it takes a lot more time and effort to post every day instead of 3 times to 2 times a week. That's why I need this time to actually film my videos. I still have to add the time I'm gonna edit my videos, which again is another very important factor because editing usually takes 3 to 4 hours, but I can also edit quicker videos, which is probably what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna add editing at night, and I really need at least 2 hours of editing to actually get a video up. And Wednesday is gonna be the day I'm gonna focus more on actually editing my videos instead of filming them. Okay guys, so now I'm done with planning all the activities I want to make, and you can see there are a couple of empty spaces like this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. These are for lunch. These here are for getting to my college and getting ready for college, as well as these ones. And the rest of the empty spaces are times I can spend with my boyfriend or doing anything I want. And as you can see, this is a pretty rigid and strict schedule, and it's really hard to follow a hard and strict schedule. That's why what I tell myself is, for example, I want to study 3 hours this day, and it doesn't have to be specifically at this time. I can, for example, extend my stay in college and do 3 hours straight of studying, and then I have the afternoon free or the night free. And what is really important is to maintain and do the activities you want to do, even at different times. But it's always good to keep up with the schedule, but don't be so strict about it. It's not like you're gonna be punished for not doing your own schedule, but it does pay off after some time. And like I said before, it's very, very important that you create a schedule where you have plenty of sleep. Here, for example, I'm waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning, but I'm going to sleep at 11 at most. You see, my activities actually end at 10 p.m. and between 10 and 12 p.m. 10 to 11 p.m. I have free time and I can do whatever I want. Aside from Friday, where I put yoga and exercises and editing as my last activities. And Friday is a very flexible day because a lot of things can happen, like my friends can call me to go out or stuff like that. So again, these two here at the bottom are not very strict, but these here at the top are very strict, and I need time to actually study and film. That's why these are here. These can be changed into the weekend, but these two, they cannot. And remember, your weekends can be planned as well, but it's better to actually leave the weekend for resting and relaxing. If you have an exam or something like that, it's understandable that you sit and study, but you don't have to plan that. You have to keep in mind that you have to do what you have to do. That was it, guys. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you can get your life organized and plan your routine. This is how my routine looks at the end, and I'm gonna try to follow it for the next 2 weeks, and I'll post a video updating you how it went. And if you want to know more about my college, my study routine, or anything like that, I'll be posting videos soon about it. And also, don't forget to leave your like and comment down what you liked and what you don't think is gonna work for you, and also the struggles you have while trying to plan your routines. That was it, guys. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.